Real Boss Talk. Today, good morning. I accidentally went live on TikTok first. So I'm doing this. I did it yesterday. I am going to do it again today. Go live on multiple platforms because your girl got a little tea for today. Okay. A little bit of tea. And it started real early this morning. And I always enjoy and love talking to you guys, having real boss talk with you in travel. I want to make sure we got everything going that we need to have. I want to see these comments coming through. Y'all put some hearts, double tap the screen. Let me know where you are chiming in from. Go ahead and let me know on Facebook, on YouTube, hashtag live if you're catching me live, hashtag replay if you are catching the replay. And yep, okay, I'm seeing all the action going on right now. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, y'all. I have a few of things that I do want to talk about. Hey, Kiki on TikTok. Hey, double tap the screen. Share this if you're on Facebook and you love me. Put a heart on there. Let me know. Hey, Miss Helen from Louisiana. We are on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. So when y'all see me looking up and down, I'm over here multitasking because as a full-time entrepreneur and a full-time mom, I have to make best use of my time here. And yes, I have my trustee. If you know me, you already know what this is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here to the side. So I'm excited. My energy is always on 1,000. I believe today is on 1,000 and let's say 2,000. Okay, so you're gonna get a double portion of the Travel Queen on today. So good morning, Miss Glenelle. Good morning, everybody chiming in here on TikTok. But I have a behind the scenes conversation. I posted exactly what I wanted to say here on YouTube and Facebook because a lot of you know me as being nice, sweet, travel queen, and I am, but don't play me, okay? Don't play me. Here, I say I'm gonna step on a lot of toes because some people think just because you're kind, you're weak. How many of y'all can relate to that? Hashtag relate. If you can relate to some people believing that because you're nice, because you're professional, because you are cordial, because you don't always say what's on your mind, or you don't always put out all the business, that some people take that as a sign of weakness. I need to dispel a lot of things that are happening. First and foremost, I love y'all. Today is a great day because God blessed us to be a part of this amazing day. I am in a very interesting yet trying industry of network marketing, affiliate marketing. That's an industry where so many people have lost faith, they've lost hope, they don't trust people. There's a lot of manipulation, there's a lot of wickedness, there's a lot of stabbing in the back, all because there are some people out there that they will give up their morals, they will give up their ethics, all because of a rank and some money. I don't know if y'all have had this experience. I'm pretty sure if you've ever been involved in the industry, you definitely can relate. All right. So I've been in this industry for 8 years. 8 years. So when I'm coming at you, talking to you, there are some people that'll say, "Oh, Lavonda, she's so emotional. She'll get on social media and she just says too much. She does too much." Lavonda out here gonna tell y'all the truth. Travel Queen will let you know the deal. And I'm not for everyone. Everyone isn't for me. And I totally get that. When I speak to you, I'm speaking to you from a good place, from my heart. Hey, Kathy, I see you. Hey, Dallas Richardson, I see you. So here's something, y'all, that happens. There's a difference in this industry between hustling and helping. And some of y'all don't know the difference because there are some people that glorify hustle. There's a lot of skankiness. Okay, I did say skankiness to hustling. People don't feel good. Like when people talk about, man, I felt like I've been hustled. That's like bamboozled, like you weren't given the full truth. Like you felt like somebody took advantage of you. Y'all understand where I'm going with this? And then there's a difference when you truly want to help people. So I got off a coaching call this morning with this beautiful soul from Jamaica. Now I know I attracted this lady to my team. I have another team member. She's in the process right now signing up somebody else from Jamaica. I have several team members in Jamaica. I've been telling the kids, Mommy ready to go back to Jamaica, and I'm ready to take y'all to Jamaica. And every time I get in that zone, I'll listen to the music to the country of where I want to visit. So I already know God is aligning some things because things are happening. So I've been listening to my Bob Marley XM radio station. I've been on every presentation. I've been talking about my birthday trip that I received to visit Jamaica. And so it's not a surprise to me that now we have people joining the team from Jamaica right now because I am bringing that energy to me. And so she this morning, she was like, "Thank you so much for getting on Zoom and actually talking to me." She says, "I've been on social media. I've seen other people's posts. I've seen other people's videos." She was like, "But there's something about you." And she joined me without even talking to me, which majority of the people do because I know what I am doing on social media. Period. I lead with love and I put the word out there. So she was like, "I'm kind of nervous. I'm in the Caribbean and there are people out here that they've been screwed over by travel agents." I said, "Girl, that's happening everywhere." She was like, "But I'm kind of nervous because I don't want to feel like a salesperson and all that kind of stuff." So I was talking to her and she said someone else was trying to get her in the business. And she was like, "Something about you." That I'm like, I am joining Lavanda's team. I was like, "Thank you so much." Now I spent time, we were texting back and forth. She needed help with the trip real quick. She just joined this week, right? And then I'm like, "Well, let's get on a Zoom. Let me help you there." That's something I don't probably talk about enough, but I actually help my team. So when it's these people that are out here in this industry that because I don't brag about everything that I do for my team, I don't brag about all these things because to me, it's not really a brag. Like if you can put marketing out there and you can tell somebody how great your business is, you owe it to them to help them, right? So I don't feel like that's something to brag about. But I've had far too many people reaching out to me that's in the same industry, ironically, in one of the same companies where these people have hustled them to get them on their team so they can make money, hit ranks, and all of that, but they won't help them. Right. And so there's a lot of people burned out by the industry because they're not getting help. Now, last night I was on a phone call with a young lady who had previously been on my team, and I've been putting stuff out there on social media. I am looking for leaders. My mentors say, call out what you desire. I desire leaders. I'm a leader. I am looking to work with other leaders, not the fake ones, not the ones that like treating people like numbers, not the ones that's not really going to help you, not the hustlers, not the manipulators, not the ones that only care about numbers and results, but really care about people. Those are the leaders I'm looking for, people who have skills. I'm looking for you, right? And so one of my former team members, she was like, "Girl, let's talk. I am ready to come back." I was like, "Yes, girl, let's talk." Now, I have always respected people. I don't beg people to join me. I don't beg people to stay. People can quit, come back. I have a girl on the team. She's out there in the Dallas area. She has quit and joined my team 5 different times in all the years that I have been in business. Actually, 6, because I didn't even count the other company, right? She'll quit. She'll go do her thing, live her life, run her other businesses. But every time she's ready to get serious and get back into business, she come back to me. Why? Because I actually help my team. I actually support my team. And it doesn't matter if they're making a lot of money, if they have all these other things that some people will only help if you're in it for them, right? So this girl, she said, girl, I went to a meeting. I won't identify the meeting, but I will say it was in the Dallas area. And it was a meeting where you learn how to become a travel agent business owner. So she was like, nobody told her up front what the meeting was about. Any of y'all ever been invited to something and you thought it was something different, then you get there and you like, why didn't you just tell me that's what this is? I could have saved both of our times because I wouldn't have came if I would have really known what this is. I don't believe in doing business that way. I really don't. If I am inviting you to something, I'm telling you what it is that you're coming to so that you don't waste my time or your time. But that's the first sign of a hustler trying to trick you into showing up or doing something they don't know if you really want to do it now. All right. So moving on, she said she went to the meeting and she was like, oh, that's what this is. Well, if I'm going to get back into this, I'm going back to my original sponsor. And that person was like, well, who was your original sponsor? Travel Queen. And this person had the audacity to say, well, if she was that good, then why did you quit in the first place? Y'all so salty. It's so funny to me when people say little wicked stuff like that. And I was cracking up laughing, y'all. She was telling me this. She was like, first of all, me quitting had nothing to do with her. Me quitting had everything to do with me and my time and all that. She was telling me, she was like, but girl, I was like, pipe down. All right. Pipe down. Travel Queen helped her team. So she owns multiple businesses. I respect people and their time. I am not one of those folks in this industry that tell you you can't build other businesses. You need to focus on this and that's it. I let people do them because guess what? I'm going to do me, right? So she was like, no, if I'm getting back into this, I am going back to the Travel Queen. And it's funny, I told her, I said, you know why people do that? Because I'm a very laid back leader. And so they feel as though that because I'm not that public about all the things that I do with my team, that it's easy to just take people from me. My retention is very good in everything that I do. I literally have people who have been on my team for over 7 years, 8 years. Okay. You can't come to somebody that actually know me and my leadership and think that you can just snatch them up. During the pandemic, I made a decision to start another business that has been a complete and total blessing. This is the side of the industry that I always knew existed, that I prayed and asked God for, because all I had seen before was pride, was ego, manipulation, all these things. And I'm like, Lord, the money is good, the opportunity is good. You still working on some people? That has nothing to do with, is the product great? Yes. Do they pay me my money? Good. I can separate myself from that, right? So now moving along, during the pandemic, I did start another business, which made a lot of people upset with me. A lot of people. And there were some people that thought that they could go and just take my team from me. And I said, one thing they never knew is that I've always understood the power of building multiple streams of income. For real. For real, right? Y'all realize that most hairstylists aren't just styling hair. They do multiple things. Most tax preparers, that's a seasonal type of business. Most tax preparers do multiple things. Most successful, wealthy millionaires and billionaires or even thousandaires do multiple things. So it is absolutely okay to build multiple streams of income. But unfortunately, in the industry of network marketing, depending on the company and the leadership, you will be manipulated by the same people who are secretly building multiple streams of income, that it is impossible. I was blessed to be able to do what was said you couldn't do. And I earned six figures from two separate businesses in the industry of network marketing. You can do all things because God says you can. And if you truly build business the way businesses should be built, you will have no problem being successful building multiple streams of income. So in this trying time, there were people that were coming after my team saying, you need to just go ahead, come on over here because LaVonda focused on other things. She's not going to help you. She's not going to support you. And folks that have been on my team and following my leadership for years, they were like, you can't tell me nothing about her. Who are you? And why are you just now trying to help me? I've been in this company for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. And they thought that my team then became a target, right? Now I did have some people that were on my team. I felt like they wanted to be a part of what the company does. I don't do anything with the company itself because I don't align myself with bad energy or certain environments, right? I create the environment I want to thrive in. And so they were able to affect a few people, but the masses, come on now. I'm going to continue to build. I'm going to continue to attract the right people to do good work. Somebody said the hate is real. You're a great coach. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I help my team. And so I was talking about that, and I tell my leaders all the time, you can do right by people. It's not what you say, it's what you do. We have done a lot. I don't talk about these things publicly, and I'm not going to do it now, but you are part of my leadership. If you know, you know. It's not just about business for me. It's not. We support families. We support other people's businesses. We support them in trying times. And it's just what we do. Why? Because I don't chase numbers. I was talking to one of the pastors on my team, and he said, LaVonda, I told you up front, I ain't care about stars, rings, jackets, none of that stuff. I said, and what did I tell you up front? I don't either. I truly care about helping people. Period. Kathy said, you are the reason I won't leave. I love you for that. Years of leadership, right? I've always been the same. And so here, if you have the heart to lead, we need to work together. I truly believe that we can change the industry, period. The industry of network marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales have saved families, have created legacies. The results are real. The industry is real. Y'all see me traveling for real, thanks to my businesses. But I do feel more compelled to build harder and stronger through a company where egos are not an issue. And that's with my travel club business. And people will say, well, you put your trophy out there for that business. Absolutely. There's no ego there. I prayed for this. Have y'all ever knew that there was something out there for you and you felt like you were close, but you hadn't quite reached it yet? I found it. Never have I ever seen where a co-founder or CEO of a company would help you in their business without a rank. Never have I ever. Until I got into my personal financial success company. Never have I ever seen where a company during the pandemic decided to pay leaders who didn't quite qualify for their rank still get their pay. But I did in my travel club business. In fact, I saw quite the opposite in the other business that I'm in, where there was an actual Zoom saying, you don't pay your money, you lose your income. But saw on the flip side of that, where the co-founder says, you've been here under our leadership, we want to help you during these trying times. There's a difference. It's a heart thing. I know people who have given up on this industry because they were tied to bad leadership. I have seen where leaders have not begged, I would say, put a guilt trip on somebody after the loss of a parent, saying, you need to just get back to the meetings, not talking to them, checking on their well being. But on the flip side of that, I've seen the leadership be there side by side. Everybody isn't bad. You know, when people talk about things, they give up on things because of a situation, things change. I've known people that walked away from a church because of a bad congregation. That didn't make church bad. I've seen people have bad relationships, bad marriages. That don't make marriage bad. Just got caught up in the wrong situation. I've seen people give up on this industry. Doesn't make the industry bad. You're either caught up with the wrong company, the wrong leadership. And when you create the environment where you can thrive, guess what? You're going to see some amazing things happen. I remember there's some people that they do things like hype stuff. I'm not a hype person. I'll educate you, I'll motivate you. I don't beg, I don't convince. That's just my personality, right? So I had a lady on my team. She was so funny, y'all. She's just like all hyped up. She was like, oh my gosh, I found this lady online and I really want to partner up with her because she's doing all these things with her team and all that. I was like, yes, go. Like, I will tell you right now, where I am with my motherhood and parenthood, I can't even control my own time. So I know I'm not going to be able to do those things right now. Right. But if that's something that's feeding to your soul, your spirit, you feel like you're better aligned on that team, you have my full blessing. She quit, she joined another team because it was a lot of hype. It was purses, it was bags, it was cars, it was this, it was that. It was all of these things. And I will never be that. I'll tell y'all that now. I will share when I travel so that you guys can get the feel that the business is real. But I'm not that, right? I have nothing against that. That's just not who I am as a person, and I'm not going to create an environment that I can't stick to, right? So 6 months later, she was coming back to my team. I ain't gonna call her out. God, I love you. Okay. She came back. She was like, I didn't learn nothing. All it was hype. She said, I didn't learn anything. They didn't teach me how to book travel. They weren't teaching me how to travel. In fact, she had reached out to me while on that team and asked if I would still coach her. I said, no, I coach my team. That's it. That's the benefit of being under my leadership. And because I really helped my team for real, I'm like, I don't have enough time to help you with that. So she quit and she came back, right? Be careful of that dangling carrot in your face. Just be careful of that. Thank you for the follows on TikTok. Be careful of that. I've had people to watch me for years before getting started. I've had people to join absolutely everything that I do without even meeting me. I've had people to test me too. Like I had this one guy last week. He messaged me. He was like, hey, I have questions about your businesses. I was like, yeah, cool. Here's the link. You can schedule a Zoom meetup or phone call. He was like, wow, I was just actually seeing if you were going to respond to me. Like, really? He was like, you'd be surprised. I reach out to people all the time for questions to be answered and they won't even respond back. And I said, well, guess what? You don't get that with me. I had an older lady on the team. Or I said had. She's still on the team. She's been on my team for 6 years. 6 years. 6 years. I mean, she was with me in my previous company. She's here with my other 2 companies. She was like, I'll do anything that you do because you are the first person to actually help me. She was in another company. Y'all know I don't say company names, but this company awards people with pink Cadillacs. Okay. Everybody's pretty. And she said that at their events, you couldn't even touch the top leaders. They're always separated. That her leadership was untouchable because she hadn't reached a certain level. And she couldn't believe that I would give people my real phone number. Google Voice is not for business, y'all. I'll give her my real email. And I was like, what do you mean, real phone number? Don't everybody give a real phone number? She said, no, everyone doesn't do that. So I am very aware that my leadership style is different. I'm not in a sprint, I'm in a marathon. There are a lot of more things that I can learn, which is why I have a mentor. And if you have a coach or a mentor, your coach needs a coach or mentor because there's always another level. So in this season that I'm in right now, I am not looking for people who are only chasing numbers and dollar signs. Being motivated, absolutely. Am I chasing goals? Forever. I will never not chase a goal, y'all. Ever. I will forever have a heart of helping people, all people. And the thing is, I had a friend that says, hey, he made this post a while back. He said, if you're really there for your people, then nobody can take somebody from your team. Right? No, that's not true. You could be there for your team, and there are some people out here that will manipulate. They will do all these things to try to make you feel as though a person isn't who you believe them to be. And they know to reel it in, because there are a lot of people out there that are amateurs. They just don't know any better. And it's the shiny things that are in their face that they believe is a real result of success. It's evidence of success. Don't get me wrong. Somebody driving a $275,000 car, or somebody wearing whatever it is, there's evidence of success. But it's bigger than that. Leadership is bigger than that. You have to align yourself with the leader. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok. You have to align yourself with the leader that is going to be there and thoughtful, no matter if you're up or down. I've had people on my team to take breaks, like literally take breaks, be gone for a year, 2 years, come back like they never left, and I act like they never left. I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm not anybody's boss, but my boss. You need help? I'm going to help you when you're up or when you're down. I think about people and they'll say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you messaged me. You thought about me? Gigi. Yeah, Gigi, one of the people, she's been with me for 8 years. And everything I've ever done, she says, definitely different. She tells me that all the time because she had way more experience. She done been in every home I ever had, in every car, except, Gigi, we got to meet up, girl. She was at my birthday dinner. She done babysat my kids in my home with me being gone on trip. It is different. And when I met Gina in 2014, 2015, I'm like, I am going to be different than what I see. So I was seeing things as an amateur in this industry, and I'm like, I would never talk to anybody like that. There are people you do this and then you get my attention. People got to prove themselves to you. We don't even have to prove ourselves to God. We are born with that. We got access. And just think about it. In this industry, we have to, or should, market, advertise. We do all this work. There's 3-way calls. There's one-on-one meetups. There's meetings. You do all this work to get people to trust you, and then they won't even help you. What? Where they do that at? I remember sitting in one meeting, it was only 4 top leaders. Now, I've always been a top leader, so I'm in a meeting. And all I'm thinking about are all the people that's sitting out the door that really need to hear what we're hearing. I'm sitting in this meeting. I already know this stuff. How about we help them become better leaders? She says that seems to be a thing in MLM. It's a common thing, but it's not the only way. And that's why I'm saying we can change the narrative of the entire industry. And there's special people that can make that happen. People that truly have the leadership skills, that can get the results, and that really care about people. Period. Somebody on YouTube said, sheesh, yeah, it's tough. But I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it in corporate America. Y'all have too. On jobs, it's the same way. It's an ego fight. There's manipulation. There's jealousy. There's all these things. I had a lady on my team that was told that she could not build her business 100% online. I said, that is a 100% lie. I have built my businesses in every way possible. Phone calls, meetings, one-on-ones, home parties, and online. And over the past couple years, it's been 100% online before the whole little lockdown thing even happened. And that's where it makes the most sense. When I was chatting with my team member from Jamaica, she was like, I don't want to be in a position where I have to beg people or convince people. I said, this is our first time talking, right? She was like, yeah. I said, you're already on my team, right? She says, yeah. You didn't talk to me to join the business, right? She's like, yeah. I said, almost 100%. I'm so close. There's over 99% of the people that actually get started in business with me that don't even talk to me until they get in the business. And I'm like, so you definitely can build business without having to talk to people and meet up with people. It's unnecessary. People have gone on websites of companies they've never met. I know people that's had every version of the iPhone and they never talked to anybody at Apple. Right? I know people that are just driving cars for brands and they don't even know who owns the company. So that's how I choose to run my business. Put the information out there. Don't sell it. Educate. Now that's a training tip. Don't sell, educate. She says, I don't have to feel like I'm begging. Salespeople beg. I don't beg. We educate. And you'll get more people signing up with you, buying your products and services. I don't care what industry you're in, if you educate. I have total strangers who will sign up in business with me who have never talked to me. I wake up every day to new business made without somebody talking to me. You can do the same thing. Anyone can do it. And we're in a different time now. Everybody's busy. And because of the convenience of the internet, I have a baby boomer on my team right now. She just hit a rank in the business. This lady has been on my team since 2019. We've talked twice. And we've been making money together every single month ever since she's been in this business. Never even met her in person. She didn't even talk to me before joining my team. She's a baby boomer. Okay? Baby boomer. And she is totally in love with her travel business. So I've helped literally hundreds of people. I've not met all of them, but I can still support them, train them, develop them. And so it's funny because this video won't get a whole lot of live views, but all the people that know that this message is really for them gonna watch the replay. That's so funny. And I have people that's really close to me that act like they're for me, and I know that they're not. And I still love on them the same. Because isn't that the right thing to do? I'll still help them the same way. I'll still celebrate them the same way. But Pastor Darren, he shared this information with me. He's been on my team for several years, since 2017. He says, LaVonda, it's the season where everybody shouldn't have access to you. I said, you so right. He said, there's a season where everyone should not have access to you. And all that did was validate what I already knew, because I had already started cutting off access to certain people. Energy not right. You can text me, you can't call me. You can inbox me, we're not getting on Zoom. Some of y'all are in that season too. Limit your access. Limit your access. So stepping on all the toes in the industry. The industry, not just one company, not just two, the industry, the entire industry. There's a lot of opportunity in this industry. It's just some bad people representing it that have a real loud mouth, have this huge personality, and they're bringing down the value. So there's people like myself that I know y'all watching this video. It's time for us to rise up, speak up. There are good-hearted people in this industry, period, that truly want to help people, period. So then there's this thing where, I've never put pressure on my team. You want to recruit, recruit. You want to sell, sell. You don't want to do anything and you just want access to whatever you have access to, that's your business. You need my help, you got me. You don't, you won't, right? Like, I'm not chasing people down. I don't do a whole lot of pressure. But I get after mine. And most of the time in this industry, when people are down your back about recruiting, why you ain't on my call? Why you ain't at my meeting? Why you ain't this? Why you not that? Because they're lazy. They don't want to do the work. I had somebody reach out to me about that, talking to me about their upline. They only hear from their upline when they don't have activity. I said, well, that sucks. If I reach out to somebody or somebody join and they tell me, oh, I had a death in the family or whatever, I'm going to check in on you when everybody else stops. But if your only benefit to them is a financial gain, that's a problem. I've had people to join my team, be on my team for a couple of years and say, you know what, LaVonda, this really isn't for me anymore. And I'm like, hey, don't feel bad for me because I'm going after what's for me. They've been able to quit, do what's best for them, and we stay friends. There are people that have literally been told to unfriend me, block me, protect their teams from me because I chose to do multiple streams of income. And it's funny because some of those same people that's delivering that message, I've actually helped save their teams, because they're in my inbox saying they don't coach anybody, they don't help me, they don't answer my calls. And I'm like, give them a chance. Reach out, ask them who else on y'all's team that can help you. Don't quit and join my team. Give them a chance. But here recently, if somebody reach out to me and say, I had a lady, she says, I already knew you were going to tell me not to quit. I already quit. She was like, I'm just letting you know, this is the mindset that I came from. The company told me I have to wait 4 months to join you. I got 1 month left and I'm joining your team. But let it be known and clear, I have never told anybody to quit their team, upline or whatever, and join my team. Ever. And there are people out there that I've saved, literally. So it's truly the people that's telling you to police and protect your team that you need to police and protect your team from. That must be an MLM thing too. So I never heard that. You talking to my people? That sounds like slavery. You don't own nobody. In fact, I've had team members that tell me, man, they talk about you so bad. They say all these horrible things, and I've never heard you talk against them. And I said, and you never will. Behavior, I will address. Name calling, I don't do. Y'all been watching these videos for years. I ain't never said a name. I don't even say company names. If you know, you know. But they will try to drag my name through the mud. And you know, it's the biggest blessing I've ever received because they put me on a radar for people that's never even heard of me. And they go look for me. I had a lady reach out to me just a couple weeks ago. She says, yeah, I was getting ready to sign up in this business. And I said, hey, I found this lady called the Travel Queen on YouTube. Is this the same business? They said, yes, but stay away from her. She does multiple things. She doesn't help people. And just the best thing for you to do is just stay away from her. And she was like, oh, dang. So she went back to my YouTube. This year, they're finding me on TikTok and Instagram. And she signed up with me. She says, well, I'm like, man, now I can't find them anywhere, but I see you everywhere. And then I was actually on the phone with her. And with some of the questions she had, I answered. She was like, they couldn't even answer any of these questions. She said, now I see why they told me to stay away from you because you're powerful. I was like, you said it. Thank you. So I don't even say things like that. Yes, I am powerful. I know it. I have a gift. Why this live is happening? Don't know. Somebody said all lies. I know. Do you have a video to explain your travel business? I do, Timbo. I have two of them. You can go to travelqueenhangout.com. Go to travelqueenhangout.com. And you're on YouTube, so you go through all my videos. Okay, I've been on YouTube for a long time. I am a creator with YouTube, an influencer in travel with YouTube. And that's it. Tanya said, what's for them is for them. Yes, thank you, Tanya. She's been on my team for several years, too. It's funny. It's like people don't stay on people's teams and under their leadership for several years if they're not really getting help. We're just a laid-back team. We love each other. We're making money. We're traveling for real. I teach my team things that they will not learn anywhere else. And they know it. And when they do leave, some people have their toe in this door and in another. I don't care. If you're active, you got access. You may not have full access as far as like negativity, drama, and all that kind of stuff. We don't do. Tanya, you've been on the team for a long time. Jenny, you've been on the team for a long time. Shantae, you just now getting in, but you've been connected to me for many years. I've been the same way. Kathy, you've been on the team for a long time. Keisha, you've been on the team for a long time. Keisha is one of the bosses that she's like, I'm in. Okay, I'm going to take a break. I got something to do. But I'm back. I'm ready. And I let my team do what they do. Period, Pooh. That's what Yaya says. Hey, Tashana. Just going through the comments and stuff. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Nikki. Simply Simone. Yep, it's all true. But I appreciate y'all. I'm getting a call from one of my A1 day ones right now. He's probably like, hey, girl, let's talk. So I'm going to hop off of here. This was very laid back conversation. Boss talk. I had to do it. Had to. Thank you, Nicole. And yes, we love our team. I get great help. Don't even have to contact you. Nothing but information on all platforms. Yep. But you know that you can contact me. That's what I love. I love respecting people's time too. I stopped a lot of like live training. I'm like, I can just put valuable information in our Facebook group. They can always get it. Send out emails. Can always get it. There's just so much that we can do here in business. period. So yes, the information is on that link right there. I know my bun is in the way on TikTok. TravelQueenHangout.com. But I love y'all. Thanks for being in here with me. Calling all leaders, all leaders. Even if you have led in corporate and you haven't led in entrepreneurship, let's talk. Let's talk about how you can transfer your corporate skills into entrepreneur skills. That's what has allowed for me to build multiple streams of income. Transferring how I used to work for George into working for me. You could do the exact same thing. You love to travel? Let's talk. Let's talk about how you could turn your travel into experiences that will pay you, where you will save and get paid. It's a new day and time. Y'all, I believe this is revolutionary. We have the power to make the changes that we desire. And that's what I'm ready to do. Let's change the trajectory and the narrative of network marketing, MLM, direct sales, and all that. We don't need egos. We don't need none of that stuff. Let's just go out and make it happen. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Thank y'all for being on.